The first thing that I'll just tell you the first thing that popped into my head, and that would be a proper understanding of inflation. We have so convoluted the definition of inflation, and by we, I mean the government, academics, and the support system in the corporate media. They've effectively redefined inflation. If you go back to the 1970s or the 1980s and you look up the definition of inflation, what you will see is it was defined as an increase in the supply of money and credit. Increasing money supply was the definition of inflation. Everybody understood that rising prices was a result, a symptom of this monetary inflation. Well, today, we're basically defining inflation as rising prices. And there's all kinds of things that can cause prices to rise, right? We've heard it blamed on greedy corporations. I heard it blamed on Putin's price hikes. And some people just like hold up their hands and go, well, I don't know why we have this inflation. I don't know why prices are going up. Or the notion that tariffs is going to create inflation. Tariffs don't create inflation if you understand the proper definition of inflation. We have redefined a symptom as the illness. So all we're doing now is we're treating the symptom. It's like if I had a brain tumor and it gives me a headache, so I take Tylenol, it makes the headache go away, and we say, well, I fixed it, right? We got rid of the symptom. Uh, that's not going to work. People need to understand that when the money supply is increasing, when the government is engaged in money printing, when the government is artificially lowering interest rates, that is by definition inflation. And then from that, you're going to get the symptoms. You're going to get rising consumer prices, or maybe you don't get rising consumer prices. Maybe it manifests in real estate, or maybe it manifests in the stock market, but you're going to get price appreciation somewhere as the result of the inflation. And it just frustrates the fire out of me that everybody just says, oh, look, the CPI is up. That means we have inflation. No, that's just a symptom. We're measuring a symptom, and it's useful to understand how that symptom is moving, but it is not the cause. We need to understand the root cause. And I am convinced that the reason that the powers that be have tried to redefine inflation in this way is exactly so they can obscure it.